Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Last time we spent, I'm pretty sure, most of the episode just making sure that all of down here is now breathable. And honestly, I'm quite impressed with how far we've pushed it. Like, you can walk in, and there's pretty much no sign of water until you turn this corner, and even then it's kind of far back to the point where I think, if we so wanted, we could finish this today. But I want to go take care of a few other things around the base first and foremost, although I will knock that out just for good measure. But yeah, you can see we're really getting close to finishing this room, which is quite exciting. However, I'm not probably going to handle that today. If you were in here last time, or tuned in last time, should I say, we were talking about how basically this is a good entrance. No, I like how it is. You know, it's I'm pretty confident it's mob-proof. I don't think anything's got to come in. But I want to try and look into making another entrance, kind of branching off from the tunnel we've got over that way. So we're going to try and spitball a few ideas for that. But additionally, I think we have some stuff we can go sell to the villagers. You know, as per the usual, get that emerald count up. But yeah, okay, I'll take that up in a minute. But also something that just crossed my mind is that I really haven't checked in on this little iron farm recently. So I want to go have a look, because looking around, first and foremost, I don't see any iron golems walking around. You know, normally you'll hear them kind of clunking around. None of them are roaming around, which to me implies that maybe this is working, which I'll take. Again, we were having some issues with that initially, but out of sheer interest, if I were to look down here, yeah, okay, these zombies aren't all still here, which I gotta admit, is pretty cool. You know, they've not despawned, and oh, yeah, no, so we're in business. But I think the question everyone's had on my mind is, we built this, God, at least 10 episodes ago now, and we've been working nearby for a decent while, so this should have all been, in theory, loaded in. Question is, how much iron has that net us? Just as a little thing, I'm going to wait for that to trickle in naturally, and wow. So I'm going to chuck all this extra stuff out, but that's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of iron? I'll bloody take that. Honestly, if we have another mining episode, which I think I can feel one coming up, it's getting to that ripe amount of time. Remind me to not get any iron. You know, we'll save our inventory space for something, well, that we need. Which is good, you know, that kind of, to an end, just kind of offload a bit of a burden when, you know, when it does come to that sort of stuff. So, that has made me a little bit chuffed, I'll admit, you know, it means we've got more space in our pockets when we go mining, which I think is cool. Now, if we can just make sure we've got an infinite amount of redstone and lapis so they can stop taking up as much space, I'll be very happy. But, we should probably start trying to spitball some ideas when it comes to this alternate entrance. We'll go sleep the night away first. Of course, I don't particularly like staying awake too long for phantoms, you know, added threat of mobs, but mainly to drive away the phantoms. And yeah, it's because I've got a few ideas, and I think branching it off here is ultimately the right shout to make. I just don't know where exactly we take, and I'll sleep first before I go and try and trade with those guys. I'm not going to say I've learned, but you know, I have some form of acute awareness, some would argue, but go sleep the night away, and let's do this. Again, you can never go wrong with having one too many emeralds on you. It's helpful. It's helpful. We probably should raise up the other classes of village we've got other than just our farmer. I mean, we certainly have the stuff to, you know, buy stuff off them to level them, but we'll see. It's one of those things where we say it, but we'll do it when we get to it. Oh God, I had to go and do it. It's like, really, I had one job, and the one job apparently went horribly wrong. Okay, really? Huh. Okay, the game is not like me today, but we'll see. Will these villagers like me when I show them just how much stuff I've got on hand? In fact, may as well go make an extra melon with what we've got left over in the chest. Alright, 26 melons, 36 pumpkins, or 38 pumpkins, should I say. Can we sell them all to one, or are we going to go on a bit of an overflow? Alright, okay, they went down the tree, and these guys. Okay, I'll take a 12 emeralds, honestly. It's a good healthy amount, I'd say. There we go, toss that in. Let's just stack those together. And pop that in there. And I think we're good for the most part. Why do we have a damaged anvil on us? When did we pick that up? How did we pick that up? I'm sure one of you guys, you'll probably all watch this series in bulk, so you'll probably be able to tell me exactly where I picked that up, because you watched most of the series in a day. Or at least this chunk of the series in a day. I mean, that's the hope for the future, you know. So at some point, it might be in 2050, but I'll find out when I got that bloody anvil from. That, or I'll find it when I'm watching myself. Right. Anyway. So let's get to planning this thing then, right? Because, you know, this is a bit more hands-on than, you know, just kind of mindlessly clearing stuff out, which I'm all for personally. So I think first things first, again, that's a good entrance door, but I do also want to have it connected somewhat tangentially to the main house. Question is, where are we going to do that? Where would make sense? I think, right, admittedly, it's not going to be there. It's going to be somewhere along this wall here, I think. But how far forward do we want it? Because realistically, I think it's going to connect up with that tunnel. I don't see it connecting up with somewhere else, like, you know, the beach over there. I don't think it's going to, like, come out there, because, I mean, there's no way to put that. We've got to deal with a load of sand. So, part of me's thinking here is the right shout. But part of me's thinking, you know, here might be a better shout, just because, you know, I want that visual when we're coming out to really just be, you know, whoa, we're here now, you know? I want it to be like a moment when you step on out, and like, maybe having it a bit closer to this side would be better, because then we have the huge glass wall there, you know? It's like, I mean, work in progress, but still, like, I'm thinking we start about here. So I say what we're gonna do, make good use of the in-game chat feature. Again, besides commands, I have no idea why they let you chat to yourself in the single player, except for times like now. So let's make note of our coordinates. That's 162 and minus 565. So 162 minus 565, and then the y is 57. So what we can do now is we can dig to that point from wherever we want to start. Beautiful. That's like the one function that in-game chat has. It's just, you know, good about memory, not anymore. Just write it down. It's like, admittedly, I kind of like it. Now, we think to keep in line with how this tunnel's been, I'm going to keep it 2x2, and I also think we're going to keep it the same style. But where do we put it, right? Because that's the £1,000,000 question. I was thinking possibly we could extend it so it comes out of one of these windows, but I actually, on a second thought, don't think that's the right move. Just because, you know, these are nice. They give like a nice little peek into you know, surrounding area and whatnot. And this especially, I didn't realize the way it kind of like curves around. Man, it's like a part of me kind of wants to like keep the spiral pattern going and replace a bit of like the bottom with like a glass over water. In due time, of course, but I'm thinking possibly we just kind of start like, it might be underwhelming for some. I'm thinking maybe we just like start it like here. And again, so currently we're at Y64, but I'm thinking we start it as a staircase going down and then that just walks into the area. I think that's the right shout. So, again, I don't really need to think too. Oh, hi. Okay, never mind. I do need to think about where I'm putting it. I'm going to put it one more to the left. Oh, God. I'm feeling inspired here. So, we got to get down to Y57. So, may as well do that now. And, yeah, we'll have a chat while we do that. Not that, you know, with this pickaxe we have much time for a chat, but, yeah. Of course, eventually we'll go putting stairs in and whatnot, but right now this is very much just a proof of concept. Get it in, and then we can spend, you know, a few episodes decorating this and whatnot. Again, there is other stuff I want to do in the meantime, but I think, getting down to this level is definitely, you know, having this ready, I think it's going to act as a reminder. It's like, hey, this is here, you use this. Now make it look nice. So we need 162, which is forward 9 blocks more, so, yeah, honestly, hopefully you're all having a good day. I know I am for the most part. I'm having a very delicious lunch from a local takeaway. It is, well, wasn't too sure about ordering from it, but they have quickly changed my mind around. Used to not be the biggest fan, but now it's like, nah, I'm there like a few days a week, some would argue. So, well, not a few days a week, but, you know, more often than not. You know, it's like I'm thinking of a takeaway. It's like, oh, I'll go get that one. Yeah, they've changed my opinion around, but I was like, very nice, very spicy. And, yeah, no, I would recommend them, but again, for local takeaways, the issue is if I recommend them, you guys have my home address, which isn't great, so we're not doing that. But you know, a good takeaway. They make a very good buffalo chicken, which I hadn't had before. I was kind of like, I want this, and it's like, it's spicy, I'll have fun with it anyway, most likely. I know myself well almost to a fault. It's like, am I unsure if I like this? It's spicy or probable. It's because I can rationalize something, even though it tastes awful because it's super spicy. It's like, well, that's just spice. It's like, I'm basically just hacking my mind. But, weird as hell, tangent aside, I think we may actually be done, which is shocking. Of course, the only other thing we need to do now is, I said obviously we're going to decorate this in due time, but I do want to put some stairs in this time, so I'm just going to very quickly go through, do this. And, yeah, no, because it's, yeah, it's a wooden floor, so I'm thinking we just mine it down and go put stairs in. And, while on the topic, we may as well mine out this floor as well. Like, I imagine we've got the wood to pull this off, you know, like, and if we don't, we can turn it into slabs, which, I know realistically there's no way to tell the difference, but I just like building in whole blocks. It's like, is it less productive? Yes. Does it just soothe my soul slightly? Yes. Like, building this out of slabs, it'd constantly irk me that was the case, you know. So I got to appease that part of my mind by by using more wood than I reasonably should have to. Just like, I don't know, is anybody else like that, or am I just weird? I mean, you know, once you talk to yourself for so long in this series, you just do start to realise maybe I am slightly weird. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just slightly askew. Maybe there's something odd here. just a maybe, of course, but you know, still. But yeah, no, we're gonna prioritise putting the floor in second, I think. First, I want to go get upstairs, and it's like there's that we could just literally cover that up with one bit of the floor. Although we can use it as an eternal tomb for that piss awful looking rock. I'm sorry, it is. Bleh. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish it would cease to be. Not a fan. And yeah, no. So of course we just need we need the extra stone bricks and that for the roof. Honestly, again, just expanding this doesn't really feel that difficult. It's kind of a shame I can't have those little glass features, but you know, I don't want to kind of try and manually create one and kind of lose the charm of what makes them so cool in the first place, you know. But it is how it is. Now, speaking on wood. Oh, you have none. All right. Well, it's a bit of a shame. Well, gentlemen, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a bunch of our cobblestone in here for the time being, and then with the rest of our inventory, we're gonna go deforest some stuff. Again, someone in the comments, like, just leave a comment, and it'll probably cause me to remember more than just saying to myself, oh, you should remember to do this, because I never do if I tell myself to remember. Somebody else tells me to remember something, I will. But someone remind me at some point, we need to make a tree farm. I might add it to the sign, which is daring, because that'll be the first thing we've added, but it's all this walking and, like, all the kind of... I kind of feel bad to a point whenever I have to go deforest something over here, because it's like, I don't want to do it, but it's like, ugh. I definitely need to go make some sort of tree farming thing that's a bit closer to save ourselves some travel time, and also just so I feel less guilty about chopping down this forest. In fact, is this the right way? Because, again, I want to get a little decent bit away before I start chopping, but this is just birch. There is a regular forest around here, isn't there? See, this is part where I'm going to get proven horribly wrong. Yeah, it's in the distance, but huh. Could have sworn one was closer, but again, with me, it's like, if there's anything I know not to trust, it's my memory, so it's like, eh. If there's facts that contradict my memory, honestly, it's par for the course. And in fact, you know, this is so far away, it's like, it might just be outside our end distance. Not that I want to go completely decimating it, of course, but, you know, it's like, I feel slightly less bad. Although, what the hell is that? Is that a mesa biome? I'm going to chop this tree down so I don't worry about destroying the leaves. No, it's just dirt. Alright. God, again, there are some biomes I wish we could go find. The issue is again, on the topic of my memory, I'm not sure if any of you guys have this. It may just be me, because again, I think unless someone becomes like a mega fan of me and watches this series multiple times, I probably have the best knowledge of the series, or at least the most knowledge up here about the series. Someone might have more consistent knowledge about the series by me, and honestly, again, that's one of those things where it's like, no, in my memory, yeah, I'll just accept that fact. I thought he was Netherrack for a second, but he's not. But it's like, to an end, I remember a little bit about this area, I remember a little bit about the original map's area, and at a point it kind of blends together, because it's like, on the original map I can tell you village, taiga, plains biome, and then about the houses. And that's about it. And on this I can pretty much tell you again, but the second you got outside like a little bubble which I actively see, it's like, oh, I think it gets a bit weird, because it's like, did I know there was a forest here? No. Like, in a part of me is expecting a tiger to be here, because again, the information just blends together. It's like, it feels like my brain kind of reaches capacity, and it starts kind of like overwriting almost. Again, it's very weird. Maybe at some point I should take like an effort to maybe just forget a few things that aren't really all that important. Daring statements on this channel only, I'm aware, but it's like, at a point I think I'm remembering all this useless information. And maybe my brain's reaching like a capacity with it, where it's all starting to blend together. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign from like myself. Not all this information is particularly the most necessary to keep on hand. It's like, what particular good is it, right? For me to remember where the ice spikes biome was on the old map, except for the fact we went past it on the way to the end portal and also that I talked about using a Sonic Lost World music track in there in one episode. It's like, what benefit does that information add to my life? It's like, I don't know, but again, as much as my brain seemingly hates the fact I have that much information retained randomly, it's the one retaining it. It's like, I don't go to bed every night staring at myself in the mirror going, you can't forget where that Ice Spikes biome is. It's like, I very well can. It's like, a general directions to bases, sure, you get a pass. But it's like, there's so much info. I think I maybe just need to do a bit of a cleanse, a bit of an organise upstairs, because God, I'm definitely not going old and senile. I'm just young and confused, which is just as dangerous. I don't know. I suppose actually, again, this is going out to you guys that have like watched all this series. I know there's a few people kind of want to watch the series from the start as opposed to tuning in midway through, which makes sense. But like, if both of you have watched both series of Hardcore, do you guys also find yourselves being like, oh, you know, this is here, and it's like, oh, it's not. That was the old series, and it's like, it only really seems to apply to Hardcore, because like, you know, I think on this series and the old series, I've talked about the various servers and realms I've been on that I've used for inspiration and whatnot. And we've even toured a few of them on the channel. Granted, I probably need to do that again. I have a server hanging around that I think might be a good show off. Yeah, it's like, I don't have that issue with realms, because I assume it's that separation, but when it all comes under like the cluster of, oh yeah, this was for YouTube, it's like, my brain just like, Alt F4s. Again, I'm sure it's like a very oddly specific conversation. I'm not sure how many of you would entirely be like, I get what you're on about, which is understandable. View me as the crazy old man I am. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things where it's like in the back of my head, it's like, yeah, I have so many oddly specific YouTube issues, and I don't know who exactly I'd share them with. Well, obviously I share them with you guys in that sense, but I mean in terms of the, you know, who else is afflicted by this sense? It's like, who? Who else has issue differentiating between the two Minecraft Hardcore walls that they did for YouTube? It's like, I don't think there's gonna be that many people. You know, because I think I've said this before. It's like, oh, again, it soothes my soul to do this, man. Oh God, I know some of you are screaming, use slabs, use slabs. No, it's better this way. It's how it was meant to be. But yeah, no, because I think I've said this before in varying different things, but I'm aware that the length of time my YouTube channel has gone on for is very much an anomaly. And in case you're wondering what I mean, it's like, realistically, if people had seen the same level of success I'd seen for the last, you know, 8-10 years, you think they would have given up yet? Because honestly, I'd put my money on, yes, they probably would have. Like, having a YouTube channel go for 8 years, especially through, you know, the time in life I am. Like, if I was 40 and starting this channel, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I've got a better sense of how my thing is, but with how rapidly my life changes and whatnot, I think definitely people my age as well that probably be more inclined to do a Minecraft Hardcore series, even if they don't get to do 2, because their channel doesn't stick around that long, they lose interest, just do another one. It's like, it's more oddly specific than you initially would give it, being a glance, you know? It's one of those things. It's one of those things, right? You know, it's like, it's weird. It's very oddly specific. To a point though, it is cool, because I know I said I didn't have a clue of like who I particularly share those issues with, but I do have YouTuber friends. I mean, on the topic of having quit, of course, some of you obviously know Wyatt, who's a good friend of the channel, which, we can get into that exclusive scoop for the end of the episode. Needs to move all these torches down from the wall before I start mining it out. But, yeah, I suppose Wyatt is actually quite poised to share them, because he did YouTube for a fair few years actually, which was it's good, because he also did a Minecraft series. I don't think he did do a Minecraft series, but he did one, so I'm sure he'd be able to relate, where it's like, you remember like the most random conversations you had in random episodes and stuff. I know some of you watching might have had a channel when you know a similar thing, but I don't know, at some point I feel as though, to the extent you see with me, that's the anomaly. It's like, other people, you might slightly get it, but to me it's like, honestly, I'd be hard-pressed if I'm ever able to find someone who has, like, done YouTube for the same length of time I have, and likewise, you know, hasn't given up, and has got similar issues like memory retention and stuff, where it just kind of, like, you know, melts together into, one monogamous blob. Wonderful use of words there. It's like, I'd honestly be impressed. Well, impressed, surprised, one of the two. Because, you know, it's a hard shout. I think people have I always kind of brush people off when they say it, but it's like, yeah, no, I'm kind of aware in the back of my head that it is an impressive feat this channel is still going. The fact you're seeing it right here, like, you want to know the like universally wide odds that we were going to get to this point ever? They're quite slim. Again, it's something I take pride in though, so I mean, it's what really matters, isn't it? I think, if you can't hold out on something you enjoy doing, then I wouldn't say it was never meant to be, but I think being able to hold out, yeah, it's a sign of good luck. I'm literally just talking good about myself, and people say I have an ego issue. It's like maybe they have a point. Maybe they have a point. But yeah, but what a weird conversation. Fun one though, very fun. Now we are actually getting close to time, which is always fun. Got about 4 minutes left. In and around. See, I was thinking we should move these guys back early this episode, but now I'm thinking they're in the perfect position to, first of all, get some more charcoal in them. Second of all, start smelting us some more smooth stone. Again, going back and putting those back in the house and having, 2 of those guys. Oh, it's gonna be a weird one, but also at the same time, I know some of you can be very happy to know that I finally made a second furnace. If any of you think I'm going to make any of the other types of furnace that are in the game now, though, you're dead wrong. Yeah, very, very dead wrong. Is it even stone? Iron stone. Oh, how I've missed you. Now, first of all, no, come on. Pop you in. No, my aim is really off today, but we can actually make a start on placing down some of this. Again, I gotta keep my eyes peeled, because I'm gonna miss a stack of it, and you're gonna call me an old man. And with all that talk of being seen now before, I can't give you guys that opening, I'm afraid. So, gotta be astute to what I'm looking at. I don't think I missed anything in there. I'm just gonna pop you back in. Appears as its own stack. Okay. I don't think I missed anything, so you can't call me senile. Can't call me senile. I've got it under control. Don't you worry. And actually, I should probably eat through the rotten flesh on my inventory now I think about it. Yeah, I really need to take more steps to keep my inventory organized. Again, it's like, not that I'm particularly pressed for stuff to do per episode per se, but it's like if I ever was. Episode organizing my inventory, anyone? But actually, shit. Sorry, I said I was going to give you guys the exclusive scoop about Wyatt. And actually, this just come back to you guys that I was talking about that may have seen this whole series in a day, or were watching it all in a row in a short span of time. You're experiencing it quicker than I would have when recording, should I say. But some of you may remember a few episodes ago, I was talking about Hypixel Skywalker, and that old series I used to have with Wyatt. I went on last night and I kind of made a bit of a mental note. That's my cat, you have to excuse me, he was sleeping on me for most of this recording. But I made a mental note of stuff that we could do in that series now, because they've added a lot more content than what they used to have. And I made a mental note, and I think we've got maybe 10 episodes worth of content that we could come back and do. And considering that series is only in like episode 20 something, plus, it's going to take time to get those episodes out, I genuinely think there is a case to bring Skywalk back to the channel. And I don't know if that's just going to be my channel or just Wyatt's channel, but for what it's worth, after this recording, because I was meant to do it last night and I forgot, I'm old and senile, I'm sorry. See, if you guys don't call me, I'll end up calling it myself somehow. Weird how that works. But I'm going to hit Wyatt up after this recording, which is the second I click stop recording, I'm going to message him and say, oi, I have plans for Skywalk, you in? And I'm going to pray he says yes, because I have some good ideas. I think it'll also be just a fun return to form. Don't really film series with, co-commentators anymore, so I'm definitely looking to do it. And well, yeah, I think doing it again would be, it'd be nice. I think, that's kind of the metric of which I think it should be measured. Is it nice to do? Do I want to do it? And the answer to both of those is yes. So I'll hit Wyatt up after this recording, and hey, if you made it this far in the video, even through my inane rambling, you get a little peek as a reward that I'm going to see if bringing Skywalk back with Wyatt is a viability. If not, I may just do it solo, and then he can drop in as of when, but realistically, I very much want it to be the both of us, because, that series is called Hypixel Skywalker with Wyatt for a reason. Not just with me, it's with the two of us. So, gotta make sure we kind of both are able to take part, ideally. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. And with all that said, I think we're done. So I'm going to go and message Wyatt, but should also wrap this one up as well, I reckon. So if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does all help a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all that good stuff. But until next time, with all that said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.